Understand how a callback function is used inside map method. In this example, the map method takes a function as a callback and runs it on every item in an array. Let's go ahead and see how we can use the map method and pass the function to it as a callback in JavaScript. So let's learn how we can use map method as a callback to a function in JavaScript. Number one thing that we are going to do is that we are going to make a function that will pass as an argument. Step 2, we are going to use the map method to call the function repeatedly. Number 3, the callback receives each value and processes them. And step 4, a result is returned from the callback. So let's look at how how the map method works as a callback in JavaScript. So this is my boilerplate code and I don't have anything yet in this code. So I'll go to my HTML part and add a paragraph tag. I want to put a text that demonstrates the method I want to talk about in this lesson. On each element. Create a new array by performing a function on each element. So this is the text and you can see it on the screen. Then I have a p tag here with an ID of demo1 as you can see. Then inside my script tag, I don't have anything yet. But the first thing I need here is the array that I will use the method on. So I need an array. Now I have array of numbers, but I want to make this number 1 because I want to reuse the name, and then make number 2 equals numbers 2 equals to the numbers 1 which I have here, and then I'll pass the method in and a function. Sorry, I'm not writing that function directly. I want to pass the function because I will make the function underneath it. So now you can see this variable here. I'm saving the result of my map over each of the elements in the array inside the numbers 2 variable. Then I can go ahead and get the idea of where I want to put the values of what I have. So document.get element by ID. So demo1 is the ID of this p tag that I have here. Now I want to turn this into a string. So I'm going to call on a property in JavaScript called a method in JavaScript called JSON stringify. So this returns this into a string. Now I can go ahead and make my function. I'm talking about this function that I passed here as a callback. So now I want to make the function itself now. And this function will receive a value as a parameter, and that value is each of the elements that I have in the array. Then I want it to return value as 2. So I want it to return each value and multiply it by 2. And now you can see 1 raised to the power 1 is 1, 2 raised to the power 2 is 4, 3 raised to 3, 1 times 1 is 1 times 2, sorry, not 1 times 1. So 1 times 2, value times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 times 2, sorry, is 6. 4 times 2 is 8, and 5 times 2 is 10. So you can see how the map functions loop over each element of the array to give us and transform each element. So what we have here is what helps to run each of these elements of the array. As you can see, it's that the map function is looping over each element of the array. A function passes into another function to be executed later. So that is what we are basically doing with what we have with the map function. Then the function and my function here and value. This is what will receive the data from the map. So it will take one and pass it in, it will take two and pass it in, and so on and so forth. So a callback is just a function you give to another function to run for you. Now, in JavaScript, functions can be passed into other functions. In map function, the function you passed is called a callback, and JavaScript run it for each item in the array, just as you can see in this example. Now, I want to ask you, who do you think is calling the function? Is it you or JavaScript? Well, look closely at what we have in the code here. If you look closely, we are definitely going to see that the function is being called by this JavaScript map method, which means the function is being called by JavaScript and not you. Key takeaways from this lesson. Number one, map method uses a callback function. Number two, the callback receives data and returns a result because not all callbacks are asynchronous.